Hello, St. Joseph's graduating class of 2021. I'm Josh Cassidy. I'm a former St. Joseph student and a Canadian Paralympic wheelchair racer, and I am pleased to give you a message today as you graduate and move on to high school next year. I know that this year has continued with some challenges, the challenges of COVID and the pandemic, and the unknowns and uncertainties that we've had throughout the past and the future. And I just want to take this time to remind you and assure you that, amongst all the uncertainty, all the unknowns, all the challenges, these are all always opportunities. They're always opportunities for us to learn and to grow. And, there's a lot of time that we've all spent much more alone than we have ever been. And for some people, it will have been a more challenging time than others, depending on, who you are, your home situation, whatever it may be. But I just want to remind you that, we may not know at the time why these difficult things are there and why they're in our lives, but they're all there ultimately to help us learn and grow. We may not understand or know why in the moment. Sometimes that comes much later. But what I'd like to encourage you to do, right now and in this time and in the future, is to take this time when you are alone and when no one's watching, to do everything you can for you, for your happiness, for your growth, for your dreams, for your passions. So much of the work that I have done throughout my career in racing for the Paralympics was done with no one watching. It wasn't with other competitors. It wasn't with an audience or a crowd. It was on my own, and that's the same with so many of the greats in the world, the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James, the Connor McDavids, the Penny Oleksiaks, beyond athletics, the musicians out there that spent so much time alone in their studios or just in their bedroom playing their instruments, or the scientists or the programmers. Every single person, this is our journey and in our life. And as you move forward and move on to high school, I'd like to encourage you to continue to take time for yourself when the world opens up and you can be surrounded by people again, to continue to take time for yourself, to think about what you are doing for yourself, for your happiness, for your peace, for your growth when no one is watching, and to continue to chase your dreams. Just because the world has been shut down, there have been roadblocks for everyone, but it's still just about how we learn to overcome them and get through them and get by them. Me personally, in the past year, I've had a shoulder injury. There's been a lot of issues and challenges trying to find places to compete, to make the team, and these challenges are there, but we really don't have any choice but to do what we can to get through them. On a more exciting note, with moving on into high school, you're going to meet so many new people and be opened up to a whole new world and a whole new chapter for your journey. And I'm excited for you, and I encourage you to give it your best in every subject. I want you to chase your dreams. I want you to chase your passions. If you don't know what that is, just don't put pressure on yourself. Just be curious. Just expose yourself to whatever subject or whatever opportunity you have to learn something new. And even if you think you know what you want to do, it could possibly change, and you could possibly find something that you love even more. So that message is the same: is to be curious, to give it your all in every subject, including the ones that aren't your favorites. so that you can broaden your horizons by having more opportunities with racing. I never loved math, but here I use numbers and mathematics in my head all the time as I'm calculating race times, as I'm on the fly in the middle of a race, looking at my average speed and looking at my time and the distance traveled, and doing calculations in my head so I know what pace to go, etc. So that's my personal example of a subject that I didn't love, and I stuck with, and has helped me today in a path that you would think had nothing to do with mathematics. So continue to do what you love and chase your dreams, and be curious, and above all, believe in yourself. Every single one of you are on your own journey. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's experience is different. Everyone's upbringing is different. Try not to judge yourself too harshly or judge others. Everyone is on their own path, and there's always going to be ups and downs. And some people's ups are during your downs, and vice versa. And sometimes they roll together. Be proud of yourself and all you accomplish. And if you give it your all and you try your best, know that is enough. That is always enough. I'm in a profession where, you're judged by how fast the person is getting or is going beside you. Racing doesn't get much more competitive than comparing you to someone else. But even amongst this chosen pursuit, I have to remind myself constantly of my own journey, where I'm at, measuring myself against myself. What could I do better, or did I give it my best, or what could I have done better in preparation, or did I believe in myself, or did I doubt myself? And we all have doubts, and there are times where we've all believed in ourselves with all of our hearts, and things didn't quite turn out as we expected, and that's always going to feel frustrating in the moment. But I go back to what I said at the beginning, which was, no matter what you're faced with, no matter what challenges, no matter how difficult they may be, we might not know or understand why those things are there, but just remember that even if you don't know the why right now, just trust that you've gone through this, and it will help you in your own path, in your own journey, to learn and to grow. And so, be compassionate and kind to yourself. Give yourself grace and patience and confidence and belief, and do the same for others. And I promise you, everything will turn out just fine. Once again, I'm so excited for you for your new chapter beginning. Congratulations on graduating grade 8, and I wish you all the best next year in high school and beyond in your journey of life. Take care.